guys, you're watching Cartel TV and I'm Danny. So today I've got a city car to review and I'll let you know why I think it's pretty much just that, a city car. I think Kia focused on achieving just one thing with this car, so let's see if they got it right. The car I have with me today is the Kia Rio SLI. The SLI stands for the top trim level, and it's what you get for the price of 23,000 Aussie dollars, while the lowest trim level saves you 6,000. Now design-wise, the new Rio is really different. The front seems massive for this type of car, with the top part holding the LED headlights and this shiny section between them, and a lower section with the grille and fog lights. The side reveals a hatch silhouette with a line that manages to look somewhat conservative, but also resemble a more premium model. Now I like these 16-inch wheels, and if you like them too, you'll have to cough off some extra cash for the top spec model, because the lower trim only comes with 15-inch. The final word on the design? Definitely not stunning, but more than befitting. Now, as much as the design has changed, the engine hasn't. Kia must be milking everything they can, from the familiar 1.4 petrol engine with 74 kilowatts of push and the 133 newton meters of torque. Mind you, if you want to make use of the mentioned power and torque figures, you'll have to push the engine to 6,000 revs for the power and 4,000 revs for the torque. So as I mentioned in the review of the Cerato, Kia's probably going to have to introduce a newer, maybe even turbo engine in the next gen Rio, so as to remain competitive. But for now, this one still does the job well enough. The engine is paired with a 4-speed automatic. Yes, you heard me right, 4 speeds. It's been a while since I've seen a 4-speed gearbox. However, once again, it's sufficient, and most Rio owners will use it in the city and they'll actually love not having to shift gears in heavier traffic. Also, it will shift reasonably early in most cases, and this is great for smoothness, fuel efficiency and reducing noise. However, when the engine is under more stress, going uphill for example, you'll wonder why they didn't add another gear. Now you'll get the same sentiment of driving on a motorway, and motorway driving requires higher revving, which isn't good for fuel efficiency or for noise levels. Now, after my complaining about 4 speeds, I have to say that I'm actually pleasantly surprised by how good it is for city driving. And this is where I figure a Rio will be spending most of its time anyway. The engine and gearbox combination returns the claimed fuel consumption of 6.2 litres per 100 kilometres. Unlike some other modern cars, the Rio didn't sacrifice practicality for design. The window surfaces are pretty big, and this makes visibility from the driver's seat excellent. And another pleasant surprise comes from the suspension. The body roll is minimal and the car seems really easy to steer accurately. Speaking of steering, it's better than most cars of its class. The feedback is outstanding and the weight gives that reassuring feel that many small cars lack. Inside you'll discover simplicity and practicality. There aren't many controls and the Rio really lets you focus on the traffic. I personally love the combination of 7-inch touchscreen and analog dials. The infotainment system comes with SatNav, Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and the touchscreen is definitely a step up from the previous one. Its quality and responsiveness are great, as is its high placement that will let you keep your eyes close to the road while playing with the functions. So the interior materials are, well actually it's difficult to find one adjective to describe the materials. For example, the floor mats, gear lever and aluminium pedals look great, but hard plastics are all too present on the inside. Looking at one thing, you'll love the premium feels, but looking at another, you'll be reminded of the price. Storage capacity on the inside is nice. So the front gets 2 cup holders and 2 bottle holders, but the back gets only 2 bottle holders. The boot gives 325 litres of space with the seats up and 980 litres with the seats down. What also is really good is you get heaps of charging options, so you get 2 USB ports and 2 12-volt charging points. Having in mind the class, legroom and headroom are amazing. The small city car gets front, side and curtain airbags, hill start assist, parking sensors and rear view camera, cornering brake control, ABS, electronic stability control and automatic dimming mirrors. Really good for the class. Buy it for city driving and the Rio will excel for its practicality, spaciousness and tech perks. I love the firm, direct suspension and steering feedback, rear legroom and the responsive infotainment system. But if you plan on motorway cruising or hill climbing, you'll need to consider something with more gears. But do you know anyone who would buy a Kia Rio to break speed records? Me neither. So I'll say it again. The Rio is perfect for what it was designed for, which is a city car. Thanks for watching Cartel TV. I'm Danny and I'm new to Cartel TV. So if you want to find out more about me and the other presenters, make sure you subscribe to our channel and visit us at www.cartel.tv.